Hello, my friends. It's Oracle reading time. This one was short and sweet. So, if you would like to set your own intention, if there's something that you're asking for guidance for, or a specific questions, you can set that now. If you just want something journal, you can do that as well. Knowing that the Oracle is just a little bit of a message, but you are the Oracle. You are the one who gets to decide what it means for you, how it applies to your life, if it applies to your life, and what to do about it. So we don't put all of our weight and our decisions and our purpose and meaning into things outside of ourselves. We just use these things as just little nuggets to help and see if they resonate with something inside so that we can move forward. So sometimes it's just helpful to get that reassurance, or maybe an eye-opening almost, that can happen too, where you're like, especially if you don't want to hear a message, but it's like the universe or God or whatever you want to call it is telling you like, yeah, you need to hear it, and then you keep hearing it. So sometimes it can be that too. Okay, so I pulled from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and I pulled this card, Lightning, which is super funny because my son's been on a Imagine Dragons kick, and so this song is in my head. I want to sing it, but I'm not going to. So there you have it, Lightning. So sometimes I feel like I hijack these oracles because it feels like this message is really for me. So I always hope that other people resonate with it too. And I don't intend to. My intention is always like whatever is for like most people need to hear, or like for the greater good. That's where my intention really is when I'm pulling these cards. So you can just see the power of the lightning, and really it is about like lightning. It can be good. It illuminates. It's just like a burst of energy, but it also can be harmful because if you get too much at once, it could kill you. It could cause destruction. And so it kind of has like, it's such a strong, intense force, but we have to be careful with it too. And so with these shamanic cards, depending on if you pull it upside down or if you pull it right side up, it kind of tailors how the message is going to be for us. And this was pulled right side up, so that's not good or bad, it just is. And in this message, it's all about knowing that there's going to be like a divine spark coming and igniting us. So it's like the upper world is like, when a lightning storm, the clouds, it builds that energy. So the upper world is building this energy, and then it ends up striking down. And it's that metaphor that it's going to come down and it's going to strike us. And it's going to help us like rejuvenate and release this like creative passion energy. So it's if you're feeling, I find myself feeling this way, like almost like stuck, or like, where do we go from here? Like even with Breathe and Believe, we were doing so phenomenal with our live events, and we already had our online business, but it was like we got to this point where I know I'm speaking for myself, where in school psych, doing everything like that from home, tons of meetings, and then helping your own kids with their education, whatever that was. And my son was a senior, and so he missed out on a lot of that stuff. And there was just, we all had it, but it was, for me, it just got to be kind of a lot. I could feel myself getting burnt out. I could feel that pretty clearly. And so I had to work on self-care and taking a step back and, pausing some things. Because of that, when we have that stress or those different things going on, it's hard to be creative and it's hard to find the same passion. And so this makes me feel good, because then it's like, okay, because I have that passion, it's there. It's just hard to continually act on it when you're not sure which direction to go, because no one knows where the world is going. There's just so many unknowns. And yet when you have that burning passion inside, it's like you can't deny it. You can't stop. And so I love, for me, like that's kind of what's really resonating with me, is like knowing that there's going to be, like, we're taken care of, we're supported. The upper world, whatever that means for you, is there to support us, and that we will be getting that jolt of energy, and so that we can really just thrive and let our, like, with a renewed sense of clarity, passion, vision, and we're just going to be fine. Like it's going to take care of ourselves. We just have to be open for it and be ready for it. And then let it spark our creativity, and we'll all keep moving forward. So there you have it. Enjoy.